Welcome back to another daily Smartsheet microlearning. Today we're going to be guided by me. I am PMP certified and I'm certified in Smartsheet core products and years of experience with using the tool. And one of the most important functions I've used is the Vlookup. And the Vlookup, I like to start with this because it exposes you to a different way of thinking. And I always encourage people learning this. When I was teaching it in Excel or Google Sheets or other platforms, I always start with the fundamentals, so you understand what the function is doing. Because if you understand what the function is doing, you will be better able to know when it will fit a certain challenge that you have. It's not just about learning the mechanics of the function, it's about understanding, oh, this is what the function does. So when you are fishing for a solution in your mind, you will know which one to apply. So today we're looking at just understanding the structure of the VLOOKUP and reviewing the VLOOKUP. All right. So with that, let's get into a demo. So I have some data here, and what this represents is two parts in one sheet, which is not typically how I would do it, but I want to put it all on one screen for you. We have names of people, departments that they're assigned to, and then we want to know if you assign somebody to HR, who is their department head and what's the manager's phone number. So in a different section of the sheet or a different sheet, you have that reference number, reference info. All of this section here in bold is reference info based on departments. So department is going to be the key search here, because everything that we're going to report is going to be based on that. So in the first instance, we have, let me get some more space here. In the first instance, we have Suzanne, who is assigned to design department. Who is going to be your department lead? You could come over here and say it is John, and you paste John here. What is John's phone number? You copy it here and paste it here. Same thing for Stephanie and for Charles. Charles's operation. So when you come to this list, you're coming down to operations. Then you're looking for the manager and you're pasting it here. HR, I would come here, come down. The first thing I'm looking for is Peter, and I could copy this and paste it here. Then I'm looking for the phone number. HR, come here, copy this and paste it here. So what it does, it allows you to maintain the data here. So if John leaves the company and is replaced by Mary, then if you have an automated way of connecting this list to your reference list, you're only changing the information in one place, right? So this should automatically change to Mary. Right? It's not going to change because I did it manually, but I'm going to push the formula on it and show you what it does. So let's use the VLOOKUP formula to do this. And the VLOOKUP formula, like every other formula, starts with the equal sign and you do VLOOKUP. When you click on it, it gives you a hint here. It walks you through what the arguments are. It gives you an example and so on and so forth. So the first thing you're going to enter, the first argument is the search value. When you go to the section that is the reference section, what are you looking for? We are going to look for the department. So you click on this. We're looking for the department at that row, which in this case is IT. Then you have to put a comma for it to open up to be ready for the next argument. The next argument is the lookup table. The lookup table for the VLOOKUP must always start with the column that has the list of references that you are looking for, the search values, which is going to be this department column here. So I select this and I want to use the entire table, and then I put a comma, and then it's going to say column number. What does column number refer to? When I look in this table here and I find IT, I can return the manager's name or the manager's phone number or the manager's email or the maximum salary or the minimum salary, right? And that's going to be driven by the column number. And the column numbering starts at reference column is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So in this case, where I want the manager's name, I'm going to put a number 2 here. And the match type, it tells you what the match type is. It gives you some information on that, right? The match type default is true, and it specifies if you want the exact match, you use false. So in this case, and if you notice, the match type here is in square bracket, which means it's an optional entry. And I found that you almost don't need to enter it, but I always tend to put 1 because I want it to give me an exact match. I don't want to get into the world of it giving me the closest match when it doesn't find anything, right? So I always want to put the equivalent of true. So before I hit return, let's just review this. Starts with the equal sign like all functions, nothing new there. You type the name of the function, then you're going to enter the first argument, which is where do I go to find what I'm looking for? And you go to the department column. Then you come over to this table here, which is department from rows 1 to 7, and that's what is encoded here. And you're going to return what's in the second column, and I want a perfect match, so I use the 1. So if I hit enter there, I see it says the IT manager is George. Now, if I were to drag this formula down to here, it tells me that the marketing manager is Andrea. And I'm going to drag this down until I get an error, so I walk you through why I'm getting that and how to fix it. When I get down to here, I start to get a no match. And a part of what is happening, if you look at this, you notice that the reference table is here. But when I scroll down one more, Smartsheet and many other platforms will slide that reference down by 1. So by the time I get to here, I am referencing a section of the sheet that is empty. So what I want to do here with my reference is to do what we call lock the reference to number 1 by putting a $sign in front of it. So I click in between the name of the column and the number and put a $sign and put return. And then when I drag this down now, it no longer changes that reference. The $sign here says, hey, when you copy this formula down, do not change the reference for that, right? So that's what I have done there. So this formula, I am able to drag this all the way down and it will give me that. You notice it's saying no match here because there is no department. The moment we fill in a department, it will then find a match and return the name of the manager. So if we were to build that quickly for the manager's phone number, equal Vlookup search value, we're still searching based on the department. And the lookup table we are going in is going to be the same. We start with the lookup, the column that has what we're looking for. And we include as much as we can because you may be looking for different things. And I want to return, in this case, the manager's phone number. So I am going to put the number 3 and I want an exact match. So I put true or 1. And then I hit enter. And now I get that the number for George is the one ending in 004. Again, with this, if I wanted to copy it down, I lock that there. And the locking of it, to be honest, is a little bit of a different, it's a little challenging to understand. And I don't want you to focus too much on that. I just wanted this to work. Because in many cases, we're going to be referencing a whole table, and it's going to be a lot easier to reference a whole table. But either way, you can do that once you've locked it and you drag this down. It will automatically just fill those in for you. So here you notice we had John because this was done manually. If I were to copy this formula up, it would now be seen that John has been replaced by Mary, right? Phone number is still the same. Maybe it's a company phone that was transferred. And if Mary moves on and Simone comes on, now you see that this is replacing all the design leads. It's saying that their department lead is Mary, right? And you could do the same if you wanted to bring in for reference, maximum salary, minimum salary, anything else that is in this list. you could use a similar structure, and you would only have to maintain the information in this one source, and everything is reading from it. So it makes it very powerful that you always have correct information by just updating the reference list, and you don't have to remember everywhere that that information lives. It's a very good workflow to develop when you're creating solutions. All right, so that's sort of what it is. There's going to be other videos on other functions. Index and match is a good partner to Vlookup that has a little bit more power. And again, we're going to continue with those in other videos. So remember to tune in if you wanted to get the full Smartsheet course. Scan this QR code. It takes you to our website, and you use the code The Smarter Manager. You get in for free, and then you are in the Zero to Hero Smartsheet 101 that takes you through the whole thing. So until next time, when we continue with other functions and putting them all together, review this, try to make sure you really understand what it is. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to add it to the comment section, and I will be happy to comment on it. All right, so until next video, this is Rohan saying have a good one.